Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to jump into, I'm going to try and get this stuff kind of cleaned up and organized. And I have a cabinet, which is an old truck box I'm going to put up. I got a workbench, which was an old welding cart I made, that I'm going to put up over here. I'm going to try and get all that done, this all cleaned up, get a vise out here. And another thing is I found this old little package of faced insulation. I think I'm gonna use that to just cut out some pieces to stick up there. So I got a couple little things I'm gonna do today to get this kind of squared up more. That way I can actually just come out here and work instead of trying to figure out where I want things and whatnot. So let's get started. So first order of business is I'm gonna basically get all this stuff up out of the way here. I won't bore you with it too much. I'll just kind of put on a time lapse, and then I'm going to do my insulation up in here. Get that out of the way, because once I have my cabinet up here, I could still do it with the ladder, but I kind of just want to do it first, get that done, because then I plan to maybe run my heater a little bit, keep it nice and warm in here for. And then also I have some shelving that this doesn't really count, but I actually have shelving that I plan to put on this side as well. Nothing great, just some hand-me-down stuff that I'll repurpose. And maybe as a bonus for myself today, I don't know, it's a kind of a big undertaking, but we'll see how far I get with this. I might get the truck frame in here today. Alright, so I got my insulation here. It's cutting up in strips. I just did one side real quick. That's it, just stuffed it up between there. No big deal. I shouldn't have to do anything else additional, but yeah, I just gotta do the other side real quick. It's pretty easy. So I got that all taken care of. Anytime you mess with fiberglass, I mean, I try to wear a mask and stuff. That stuff's irritating. But yeah, I think my next step, I'm gonna get this old piece of wood. I'm gonna move this, the hose, whatever, rack thing, hook. And that way it'll give me a nice clean area. And then I think I'm gonna try and hang this box. I'm not sure I'm gonna do it because I'm by myself, and it's about 7.5 foot long, and yeah, it's all steel, so I might have to use the lift on this. I'm not sure. My engine lift is what I'm talking about, but I'll figure it out. All right, there's my new cabinet. It's one of those old truck boxes. Yeah, so I'm gonna get that all bolted up. It's 88 inches long, so I've marked it on my wall here. The blue tape is edge to edge. And it's 16 inches tall, 8-inch block. That's what these are, so it actually works out nice. It'll sit right here. I did initially want to do it over here, but I like the height right here. It's going to be perfect. So I'll open it and be able to reach in, and I'll even be able to put stuff on top. But I didn't want it over top of this, and this isn't something I'm going to move right now. So for now, it's just going to go from here down. I want to be able to get to this without, hitting my hand off that or making it weird to open. But right now I'm just going to leave it like that. So I'm going to get my first hole drilled. All right. So I borrowed my dad's little rotary hammer thing. I just don't have bits that are big enough, so I'll use his. Get this one. I'm going to make these two here. They're going to be 5/8 for the anchors there. And I got a little bit smaller ones that'll go in these corners. And then I think I have one more I'll be able to put in the center. And I'll have to make a judgment call on how much stuff I'm gonna actually put in there that's weighted, and whether or not I wanna add something else to support it. But that'll get me started and the box hung. Using these lag shields. Just want to make sure I get it seated before I try and get that box in there. That'll work. All right, well, I got one side. Sometimes I'm really stubborn. I know I probably could have just drilled the hole over there and rested on the ground and tipped that end up, but I was so close when I first tried it. So yeah, kind of just lifted one end up, put it on that, lift the other end, put it up on here, and got this drill on that bolt and picked it up. And as I picked it up, I could see it and I just drove it in. I got that one in there. And now I'm gonna get the box lifted up. I gotta see where it's level, mark my holes, drill it, and I'll set it back down like it is. And then I'll drill the hole in the block and then we'll put it back up for the last time. Let's see what that looks like. Yep, that's it. We're ta-da! My cabinet. So, got them all anchored up nicely. I'll probably put that little shelf back up. I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm just trying to think if I want to be able to have something small like that up there. Gotta step back here. So that's kind of how that looks. And like I said, I have a workbench out there. It's about half the length. It should sit somewhere around there. And then I have a parts washer, and I'm probably gonna put it right there. And because I really won't use it that much, so it'll work as also a, work surface. But not too bad, not too bad. I'm pretty happy with it. All right, got all my stuff moved. Here's my old welding cart thing I made. Oh, it's actually upside down. I'm gonna bring it over, I'm gonna flip it upright. I'm probably gonna put it about right here. And then after that, I got one of these cheap parts washers, and it's practically brand new. I think I used it once at the farm. That's why I'm probably gonna put that somewhere down there underneath this, so it'll just kind of have its, that'll be like my workbench out here. Now, get this moved in place. I'll just throw that somewhere on there and tie it into the wall. And then for overkill, these are actually frame brackets for fifth wheel mount for a Ford Super Duty. Since I did a lot of those beds, a lot of these guys will bring stuff in and we put new hardware on because their cross members are all bent or whatever. So I save the brackets because you never know what you can use them for. I just gotta put away my stuff and organize it at this point, but this is nice. My, just big storage I could throw my bins in. That's my sheet metal and stuff I use for rust repairs or whatever projects. Throw my jack stands under there. I decided to move this cabinet down here. Just line up my materials here in the corner. If you're wondering what this is actually for my oil. My heating oil. My tank is underground right here. Not much I can do about it. I'm so used to walking around this, that doesn't even faze me anymore. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this is turning out. Well, the one problem I have, that's a little out of the ordinary today because it absolutely has been pouring like crazy, which it usually doesn't rain like this. But I'll get like a little bit of wetness on the edge there when it rains normally. But this is completely different. Still not bad, but whatever. I don't know, I'm used to it. But I made a little bit more room down here. I ended up taking that plate off and I cut that hook and I got my little grinder drill press cart thing that I made a while ago. So I brought that out here and I use the grinder more than anything. So that'll be perfect because I could just plug it in there. And I'm very excited about this setup now. Now I gotta finish mounting the vise, but I got 2 bolts. Just gotta get 2 more in there and that'll be good. This part here is pretty much done. Well, I'm getting ready to get all this crap off in the frame and the carport. The other thing I think it's funny too is, you know, sometimes I'll be driving by and I'm like, oh, I'm never gonna be that guy that has all that junk in the backyard and stuff. Well, like I said, I was gonna try and get the frame of the truck on the carport. So luckily I had some extra, you know, rubber tire casters. So I just made I didn't really make anything, just screwed them to a board, bolted them to a board, clamped it up there, and down here some existing, you know, factory holes. So I just bolted it on this one. Of course it's not touching it, but it'll get there. Now all I gotta do is pull it in there. I haven't decided if I'm just gonna pull it myself or maybe pull out the mower and pull it. Well, as you can see, I got the truck frame in here now, so that's good. It's another box, you know, checked off the list because I want to get some more done. I want to get ready to get the cab on the truck, and then I'll shuffle everything. It'll be over probably on that side for the most part. Yeah, this is good. And, my little boards and casters worked out perfectly. Most of the weight's sitting right here, so that actually worked out nice. It's kind of like a, like a big wheelbarrow. So, yeah, that works. I have a shelving unit I want to put up over here. Nothing great, it's just something that they were throwing out at work, so I asked if I could have it. But it'll work. Okay, so I got my shelf up. Got my heater running now. So got my nice little shelf up. I thought I had another board. For some reason I can't find it. So, oh well. For now I'll just, oh, that's why that was hard to put in. It's the wrong holes. That's okay. But I just threw that in the back just to kind of strengthen it. But I got it for now, just up on blocks. And then I was able to throw some screws to kind of tack it in place and hold it, and you can see it's pretty level, so I'm happy with that. I'm probably going to end up putting some of the truck parts on this. That's obviously going to be for bigger, heavier things, lighter weight, small bits, whatever else on top. There we go. I got that where I want it. That'll work for now. This goofy thing, it's one of those stand-up closet things. This is probably not even going to stay here. I have something else I think I can put right in this spot. There it is, with the truck parts sitting on it. It's a nice little job box. All right, there it is, and it's home now. Move that weird little rack thing down there for now. This down here I'll just repurpose for whatever I can think of. Light stuff, obviously. I like to hang the clamps from it. It helps. So that's cool. So we got that done. I just scooted my ladders down there. That works out great. No problems there. I still got my walking room. I still need to cut that off. I'm doing that right now before I forget. There we go. Now that's cut off. I'll just throw that over there. All right, so I'm all done with that. I think this is it. I think we got everything pretty good for today. I just got to do the little parts, so I'll eventually get rid of this wood, burn it, something, because I'm not really using it. I got to give those back. I got to take this outside, and most of this stuff just stays where it is. So. But I'm pretty happy with this because I was able to, and I got everything I wanted to get done and a little more. So I wanted to obviously get this cabinet out here, parts washer, workbench, the vise. Didn't really think about moving the cabinet down, this little one, and bringing this drill press stuff out. So that's nice. I never even really thought about how this was going to work out, but that worked out well. And then, you know, I got that shelf up over there. Of course, the plus is I got that job box in here, so that's nice storage for my truck parts that I'll be putting in there. And then one of the big things is getting this frame in here. Very happy I was able to get that in here. So, yeah, this is feeling like a shop, garage, even though it's a carport. But I'm very happy with it. So I think that's going to wrap it up for now. And the next time, I'll probably be working on either this or this. Can't really decide yet. I either want to cut some of these old brackets off, or I want to get back on the cab and finish that floor up. Maybe this might help you get some things squared up in your, you know, workspace, or give you some ideas what you might want to do, you know, in the future if you're getting a carport or building a shop or something like that. But I am also curious, you know, what would you all do with this setup? You know, would you move things around differently? You know, how would you do it, you think? And I'd appreciate that kind of feedback. Might give me more ideas as well, you know? But other than that, I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, just, you know, hit that like button. There'll be more videos like this coming up. And also, like I said, the truck stuff. So make sure you hit the notification button. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. I really appreciate it. So thanks for your support as always. And, you know, thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.